Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Janine and thank you so much for joining me here today. If you found yourself here, it is most likely because you are in your menstruating phase of your cycle. So that's what today's practice is all about. It's about honoring our bodies and where it's at. So of course, through all points of our cycle, but especially now through our menstruating period, because this is a time of slowness, a time of ease, a time where our bodies are literally giving us signs to slow down. Our bodies are shedding, so our hormones are dropping, so inevitably our energy levels are too. So this practice is all about ease and comfort and just taking a little bit of time for some movement during the time where maybe we're feeling a little bit more introspective or slow. So get what you need to be extra comfy during this practice. I encourage big comfy sweaters, your pajamas, or maybe a nice hot cup of tea, or I have a blanket, a pillow here. So you can bring a pillow or a blanket or honestly whatever you would like to support yourself through this practice. This practice is meant to feel good and to help support you during your menstrual cycle. So once you're ready, we're going to find ourselves on our back, so lying down. So I know I always like to start a practice lying down, especially when I am feeling uncomfortable. So slowly make your way there, onto your back. And once you've made yourself comfortable, go ahead and just hug your knees into your chest and maybe inviting in a gentle rock side to side if that feels good. Massaging in the lumbar spine. Maybe you'd like to bring in kind of this pumping like motion with your knees. So bringing your knees forward and then back. Or maybe big or little circles with your knees. So really whatever feels good to you, whatever is most comfortable, providing you with the most ease. So it's very common to have a sore, uncomfortable back, lower back during this period of time. So we just want to take it easy, give some loving attention to that area as well. So just gently rocking as you breathe. So coming into your breath, maybe deepening your inhales and deepening your exhales. Allowing for yourself to be here and now. Your breath is your anchor. You can always come back to it, especially through times of discomfort. It can help to take us out of our mind and take us out of that feeling of this doesn't feel good or I'm suffering, I am uncomfortable, and we just breathe through it. So our breath is always there for us. And we'll come back to center. And from here, we're just gonna gently drop our knees over to the right-hand side, coming into a gentle twist. So this can be a really nice place to actually put a pillow or a blanket in between the knees, just for, again, added support and comfort. And if it feels good, maybe you would like to extend your left arm out beside you, placing your right hand onto your belly, or maybe encouraging your knees to twist over, placing it on your leg or your knee. Maybe closing your eyes down here. So just being really gentle and soft with ourselves. Taking a few rounds of breath here. So I recently saw online somebody describing the 4 periods of time through our cycles as the seasons, as our inner seasons. So I thought that this was a really nice way to relate ourselves to nature, as we are one and the same. So right now, through our menstrual cycle, we are in our inner winter. So our time of rest, our time of slowing down, of tuning in, turning inwards, staying cozy, staying warm, doing extra things that feel supportive. So I think this is a beautiful way to honor ourselves through each period of our cycle and where our energy levels are at. Just take another deep breath in and out. Maybe removing the prop from in between your knees if you have it there. And we'll just bring our knees back up to center. From here, just hugging your knees back into your chest for a moment. Maybe again, that little rock. Then we'll just come into a very gentle child's pose from here. So just bringing the soles of your feet or your big toes together, sliding your hands down in between your legs, grabbing onto your ankles here or your feet, and just pulling your feet in towards you slightly. If you'd like to go into your full happy baby and bring the soles of your feet up towards the sky, then of course feel free if that feels okay for you today and not too much. Or just stay here in this gentle variation. Just gently pulling your legs in towards you. Getting into a nice stretch through your hips, through your groin. So we carry a lot of tension through our hips. And they might feel extra tender and tight through this time. So just being again gentle on yourself here. Taking a couple rounds of breath. Encouraged exhales out the mouth, maybe with a sigh or a hum. Can help to soothe the nervous system. Let your head be heavy on the ground here, not using too much arm strength. Completing one more round of breath. As you exhale, releasing your legs, and we'll hug our knees back into our chest just for a moment. And when you're ready, we'll drop our knees over to the left-hand side, this time coming into that gentle twist, maybe grabbing onto your pillow or your blanket or whatever else you have nearby, and just propping that pillow in between your knees. And opening up your arm, your right arm over to your side. Maybe your gaze stays straight up or closing down the eyes here. Letting your left hand find your belly or your leg or wherever else feels good. And just staying here for a few rounds of breath. Feeling into this gentle twist on your left-hand side. Taking one more round of breath. And ever so slowly, bringing your knees back up to center, moving your prop out of the way, and just hugging your knees in one more time, little rock side to side here. And we're just gonna roll over to our right-hand side now in a little fetal position. From here, just pushing yourself up with your hands, keeping your knees exactly where they are. And once you're sitting up, you can go ahead and grab on to your legs with your left hand, and we'll just reach our right hand up and overhead, coming into a little side body stretch. Maybe seeing where you feel this, maybe in that QL muscle, which is on the lower back. I can feel this in my right side, coming into my hip, into my lower back. That stretch reaching all the way up along the side body. So just taking a couple rounds of breath here. Again, maybe closing the eyes down. Maybe bringing in a little bit of pulses up and down. And as you inhale, coming back up, placing your right hand down. We'll bring our hands behind us just so we can shift things. So we're going to move our legs all the way over to the other side, just so we can get into the same stretch, but on the second side now. Once you're there, go ahead and grab onto your shin, your legs with your right hand, and we'll reach our left hand up towards the sky, arching over, getting into this little side body stretch now on the other side. This little mermaid stretch. You have a little mermaid tail here. And again, closing your eyes down if that feels good. Just noticing where you feel this stretch. Reaching over with your left fingertips. Relaxing into that left shoulder so it's not creeping too high up towards your ear. Taking a couple rounds of breath here. Feeling length in the side body. As you inhale, go ahead and come back up to center, releasing your left hand down towards the mat. And from here, we'll just roll onto our hands and knees, setting ourselves up in a tabletop pose. And just swaying your hips side to side here for a moment, like you're wagging your tail, helping to release the sacrum. And we'll come into a few rounds of cat and cow. So pushing firmly into both hands, into the tops of the feet. And as you inhale, dropping your belly, opening your chest and lifting your gaze. And as you exhale, go ahead and round your spine, pushing the ground away, tucking your chin towards your chest. So moving like you a few times here, following your breath as you inhale, coming forward. And as you exhale, rounding your spine. So let this movement feel good as you wake up your spine, moving slowly. If you would like to, maybe inviting in some gentle circles through your cat and cow. Just getting more into the side bodies and the hips here. Seeing what feels good. Again, taking it slow and being gentle. Breathing deeply. One more round of breath wherever you are, whether you're moving or you're staying in your traditional cat and cows. And finding yourself back to center. From here, we'll just bring our big toes to touch, widening your knees and dropping your hips down onto your heels as you begin to walk your hands forward, coming into a child's pose. Maybe you'd like to bring your pillow here just to prop your head up. Or maybe it feels good for you to bend each elbow and place your head onto your hands. So finding a variation that works for you. If it feels better for you to have your knees closer together for the lower back, then that can also be a nice option. But maybe if your belly's feeling a little crampy or sore, creating that space for your belly to be in between your legs is nice too. So we'll just take about 5 rounds of breath here, just letting yourself melt down into the shape. And maybe if it feels resonant to you, repeating this affirmation internally a few times. I am honoring my body and where it's at today. I am honoring my body and where it's at today. Letting each exhale soften you deeper into this pose. Letting your head be heavy on the ground. Letting your hips be heavy. I am honoring my body and where it's at today. When you're ready, slowly pushing yourself back up. Slowly walking your hands towards your knees, be closing your knees, and then just rolling over to one side so that we can find ourselves just where we started today's practice, on our backs. Coming into a little mini Shavasana, constructive rest pose, so bringing your feet as wide as the mat, and then letting your knees drop inward. Maybe placing your hands on your belly here. If it feels good, perhaps bringing in a little bit of circles, rubbing your belly clockwise. Just creating a little bit of pressure there. Or just staying still. Whatever your body's asking of you. Closing your eyes down, returning back to your natural rhythm of breath. And again, maybe repeating those words. I honor my body and exactly where it's at today. Staying here for a few minutes, letting yourself enjoy the rest. Giving yourself permission to be here, tending to yourself. You have nowhere else that you need to be right now, but right here. And you can stay here as long as you would like afterwards. We'll let the video fade out in a few minutes. So thank you so much for joining me here. I hope that you feel nourished and taken care of. Sending you so much love.